Coverage of SHOT Show 2019 is brought to you by Olight. Alright guys, SHOT Show 2019. I'm here with Troy over at Benchmade, and this is the first time we've actually ever connected. So building a partnership or continuing a partnership with Benchmade. We're going to look at their new knives that they have for this year. I'm actually carrying a Triage today. It's one of my favorite EDC knives. And actually the Grip is one of my favorite EDC knives, and they've got kind of some updates to those style of knives.
Yeah, we've got some things to talk about.
So let me hop to the other side of the camera and we'll let him share about the new knives.
Alrighty guys, so we've got our new 2019 product here. This is our initial release for the year. This is a little light for what we normally bring to SHOT Show, so if you stay tuned throughout the rest of the year, we are going to have more to play with. We got some tricks up our sleeve. So starting it off, something that you guys have probably seen already, this is the 200 Puukko. This is our new fixed blade bushcraft knife, and this guy is the first time that we've ever used 3V. 3V has kind of redefined our standards for toughness as a blade steel. This is an incredibly durable steel, something that's great for hard use outdoor tasks. The handle isn't anything flashy, but what we went for in this guy was just ergonomics. You're not going to find hot spots on this knife, whether you have it in a traditional grip, if you're doing draw cuts, batoning, whatever you're doing with it. This is a very comfortable handle. So 3V, a little Versaflex, and the sheath is very traditional to the bushcraft style. We have a leather sheath, drop sheath with a dangler here that is removable. If you don't want this thing on there, you can run through the traditional belt loop. And we've got a little hidden gem here on the side. This does not come with the knife, but this is our new collaboration with Exotac this year. So we took their Fire Rod XL, cranked it up to 11, and made it a little bit bigger, went Benchmade blue on the capsule here. That does still come with the treated petroleum tinder, and a little bit of this stuff goes a long ways. So you don't need much. This thing will get you ripping in a heartbeat. And the capsule is removable from the ferro rod, just the same as the standard Exotac. So when you wear your rod out or you break the capsule, you can replace either of those two just as easily. So those are an awesome pairing. This will also fit in the 162 Bushcrafter sheath as well as the Puukko. So that's that. And working our way over to EDC now, we have our first collaboration with French knife designer Patrick Famine. This is the 380 Ale. Ale is the French word to go. Patrick is from France, and he splits his time between his home in France and his home in Florida. And being an international traveler, there's a lot of strict legislation on knife laws, especially throughout Europe. And so he wanted to create a blade that you could carry with ease. No matter what country you're in, it's very easy to carry this knife. It's a friction folder, so there's no locking mechanism, short blade length. That'll adhere to quite a few of those strict regulations that you see beyond the US. This is still something you're gonna have to put in your checked luggage. We've gotten some questions about that. Not TSA approved, but S30V blade on this guy. It's got a great little pinch point here for the thumb and index finger. Little micro sharpening choil there that provides support for that index finger as you work with that knife in a utility manner. Dual layered G10 handles, and this guy's got a little screwdriver pry tip down here at the base with a micro hex bit, and the pocket clip kind of doubles as a money clip as well. So you can take these guys off. We do provide 2 shorter set screws in the packaging with the knife as well. So if you want to fill up those 2 holes and run this thing at the bottom of your pocket, super easy to do. So that's the 380 Ale. And another fan favorite, bread and butter, the Griptilian here. We have upgraded these guys to S30V now. So $5 price jump from what they were before, and you're getting an S30V blade on the entire standard Griptilian family. This change will not affect the Dash 1 series of Griptilians. Those knives will remain 20 CV. So there's the grip.
And that's for both those, the one that has the hole as well? For
yep, every blade shape, Tonto, sheep's foot, drop point, they're all gonna be S30 now. Sweet. So there's that guy. I'm going to jump over the gold bug out, and we've got our new 560 BK-1 Freak. The Freak was a popular model for us last year. Previously it had a dual durometer handle and an S30V blade. We've changed it up to kind of cater towards the knife nerds. We consider ourselves knife nerds there in the office, so we kind of wanted to make something that we enjoy just as much as that consumer does too. So we went with the popular red and black colorway on this guy. There's kind of a little bit of gray in that dual layered G10. And then we've got a red hemoglobin base layer down the center here from tip to tail. with matching standoffs and coated M4 blade. So this is also available in a serrated variation. We've got the fine edge here. Just great ergos on this knife. Little thumb ramp, comfortable G10 handle. This guy's an awesome workhorse. So the coup de grace for the EDC this year is the 535-191 Gold Class Bug Out. The Bug Out was a popular platform for us the past year and a half, and we wanted to dress it up a little bit, give it the gold treatment. So textbook Gold Class, we went Damasteel Munin pattern on the blade. It's a stainless Damascus, so it's very functional. It's a user-friendly stainless Damascus blade. And Ghost carbon fiber on the handle there, has blue C-Tech inlay. We kept the titanium access bar and titanium thumb studs here, anodized blue, as well as the standoffs. And the ever so popular mini deep carry clip has been PVD coated on this knife. So still a 2-ounce knife. We wanted to maintain that original MO of the Bug Out, just ultra lightweight, ultra user friendly, great EDC option. So that is the gold Bug Out for us this year. And this one for you, carrying the Triage, is our new 365 Outlast. We have 2 blades running off the same locking mechanism for the first time. It looks just like an Axis lock, but this guy will actually control and manage both blades for you. Your primary here is an S30V drop point, and that is accessed by your little thumb lug there. You can shut that guy down, and then we've got a 3V fully serrated opposing bevel pry tip here. So again, you're seeing the same 3V steel that we used on the Puko. This little thumb hole here is the correct profile for an O2 tank, so you can cut that O2 tank on without necessitating a standalone tool. This thing's always on you, super easy, and the handles are actually cut out far enough that you can access that wrench whether or not you have the blade open. So super cool feature there. We've got the safety hook in the handle, just like the Triage, as well as the carbide glass punch here. This guy's a little bit thicker and a little bit heavier than the Triage, but just a little bit lighter and a little bit more narrow than something like a 275 Adamas. So 365 Outlast, new for the rescue lineup. Awesome little pocket tool there. And then the 980 Turret is our new tactical folder. This guy's an S30V blade. It's a manual opening Axis lock. Smooth G10 handles with a little bit of texture there to provide some comfort and grip. Again, you're going to struggle to find hot spots on this thing, is really what we were going after. You think of like our 950 Riff had a pretty aggressive texture to the handle. Something like the 275 Adamas I mentioned earlier is pretty smooth, so we kind of blended the best of both worlds on those 2 knives, and this guy sits as an intermediary between those 2 in regards to size as well. We're just basically looking for strength on this knife, so full stainless steel liners down the center, black standoffs there, and this OD color kind of blends into anything. We were going for concealment. Whether you're in an urban environment, out in the desert, out in the woods, this stuff is going to blend in almost seamlessly to your clothing, to your hand. It's a very concealable knife, as well as that deep carry pocket clip. So you're not drawing more attention to your hand than you have to, or your pocket, whatever the situation. So like I mentioned earlier, we've got some tricks up our sleeve for 2019, and we hope you guys stay tuned for the rest of the year and check out the rest of our product.